Welcome everyone and welcome to today's video. And we have another GT3 for you, a brand new one that was announced not too long ago, the BMW M4 GT3. I'm just going to refer to it as the BMW GT3. It has replaced the Z4, which I'm quite sad to see go, as I did really enjoy that car, but this is its successor in real life. So, coming to 2021 to the real life circuit, but in iRacing first, which is a nice surprise, to be honest, as well as a steering wheel, which we will discuss when we look at the cockpit. Now, GT3 cars, what is going on? We've been calling out for a new GT3 car for ages, and then we don't only get one, we get two in quick succession. They're just like London buses. You wait for ages for one, and then two or three come along all together. So it's a nice surprise. It has been. I really didn't think we was gonna get this car. It was announced at the Sim Expo last week, or the BMW Sim, for the final of the 120 series that was happening. And there were strong rumours about the Lambo coming, which I've bought but yet to drive. And pretty much guaranteed it was kind of the worst kept secret on iRacing. And then this got announced. It was like, okay, where did that come from? But thank you very much, iRacing. So yeah, it was a nice, freshly looked VRS Sprint is available. This is also going to be available in IMSA, I believe, as well, with the Lambo. So yeah, freshening things up. I like it. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to drive this car in a race scenario yet, unless I'm doing it with the AI, because I lost my POXY license. Didn't have a chance really to crack on with the fixed series in week 13 to make sure I didn't get demoted. I completely forgot about it. Yeah, I'm back down now to the peasant C license, and that's no disrespect to anyone who's a C license, but with obviously the upgrade in the IMSA and Le Mans series, it's making my choices very limited at the moment. I've got all these new cars and I can't drive them, damn it. But yeah, as always, we're gonna jump in the cockpit, have a look around in VR, see what it looks like, how it feels, first impressions, and then take you for a spin around track. We're around Circuit Villeneuve, one of my favourite tracks, love it around here. So yeah, just to see how it feels too. But yeah, remember to hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Feel free to join a Discord, it is in the link in the description below. And let's head into it. So here we are in the cockpit of the BMW M4 GT3, bit of a mouthful there, but let's have a look around. And first thing that I personally noticed is, no, not that new steering wheel that's in front of you, it's how far away you are from the windscreen or the windshield for you American viewers out there. I'm not quite used to it. I mean, I haven't driven the BMW GTE for quite some time. It's very reminiscent of that. You can definitely see in regards to the styling there with the dashboard in front. But yeah, quite a fair distance away, and the windshield and windscreen is very very narrowed. It's not, it seems quite cut off personally, to be honest. And seeing, I've got the level of the seating position at 0, and I've recentered my VR headset view, so I'm comfortable, and I seem to be sitting quite high up. It's quite a natural upright seating position, so maybe something that I have to tweak with, just so that I've got a bit more of an easier view or level view looking out the windshield. So something for myself and you guys to consider when you get in this car. Now, let's talk about the steering wheel. There's been quite a lot that's been made about this, because as you can see, that is right, that says Fanatec at the top. So for anyone who doesn't know, of course, Fanatec, great brand when it comes to building sim wheels, rims, pedals. I've got a set of V3 pedals myself, and wheelbases. And they have announced a partnership with BMW, and they've actually created a rim that is not only being used by the actual drivers in the car in reality, you can take that off and plug that and put it straight onto your wheelbase or any Fanatec wheelbase. I believe it's any Fanatec wheelbase. I could be wrong now, Fanatec. But yeah, either way, you can take it out of reality into sim and it's completely interchangeable. I think, if I'm right in saying, that is the first wheel that is actually, you're able to do that. So if you own a BMW GT3 or M4 GT3 car, yeah, you can just park it up, unplug your wheel and go straight into the sim world with that on it. Not many of us, I think, will be able to do that, but for those of you who are. So yeah, me personally, I'm not a fan of the styling of the wheel. Yeah, that was kind of just my reaction, to be honest, when I first saw it. It hasn't grown on me either. I'm still not a big fan of the BMW GTE steering wheel. So, I mean, if Fanatec want to give me one for me to try out and a wheelbase to change my mind, I'm definitely up for that. So, but yeah, it's not something that I would spend my own money on personally. I much prefer the Formula rims. But yeah, let's have a look around the rest of the cockpits. I love how big the rear view monitor is. Absolutely love that. It's one of my pet hates about the Ferrari, is that it's too small. So like that. And the rest of the car looks very good. You could probably see from my right hand side when I look there, now move over to my left, the rear view mirrors are so nice and big. Absolutely love that. Reminiscent, of course, of the GT4 car. Nice and big, especially in VR. It's exactly what I want. So anything that stops me from putting on the virtual mirror, and because I, of course, am one for immersion, and I much prefer to feel like I'm in the actual car. The virtual mirror just kind of takes that away. I only use it if it's absolutely necessary. But yeah, I'm really impressed with the interior design of the car. Just in regards to how it's transferred into VR. iRacing is definitely one of the best out there in regards to VR and its support. So good to see that they're continuing that and making slight improvements as well. But yeah, enough of around the cockpit. There's your first look. It's a nice place to sit in. Let's see if it's a nice place to sit out on track. Right, here we are. Out on track at Circuit Villeneuve. One of my favourite tracks. What do we think? What are our first impressions when we're in the car? Well, he's a big boy. Like all the other BMs, apart from, well, maybe the Z4. But you could definitely feel the weight of the car and how big it is, that's for sure. Easily the biggest GT3 on the roadster. I must admit, I do like the sound in this car. It's quite a bit of rawness to it. It reminds me a bit of... Reminds me not... I mean, it's nowhere near, but it reminds me a bit of Assetto Corsa Competizione. The sound of those cars is amazing. You really get the feeling of how hollow they are with just the roll cage and a car that's really been stripped out. And I feel like I get that with this car as well. I mean, I'm yet to drive the Lamborghini GT3. I mean, I have bought it and got it, but yeah, I haven't got around to driving it out or drive that yet. And it'd be interesting to see if they've taken the same approach with the with the Lambo. But yeah, I mean, not gonna lie, this I'm on a low downforce baseline setup, and it doesn't feel good. A lot that kind of really needs to be done to this car to make it feel a lot better. Back end feels quite twitchy, but controllable. As I said, with the weight of the car, when you do get it into a slide like that, it does feel like you can grab it. I think that's partly down to the massive improvements iRacing have made with the GT3s. There was complaints for quite a long time that they just weren't enjoyable to drive. And thankfully they listened, which they've been doing a lot of recently. But yeah, you can actually catch slides in these cars now. Bit heavy in there. But yeah, I quite like it, to be honest. I think it'll be a difficult car to overtake. Don't know how quick it's going to be on the straights. I know that it's got a turbo charged engine. iRacing doesn't specifically say how many brake horsepower it's got. 6-speed gearbox. But it's nice to see some variety back in GT3 Roadster. I mean, I'm sad to see the Z4 go, because I did enjoy that car, but in reality, it was discontinued quite a long time ago. In real life, that is. So it's only right that it gets replaced by its predecessor, or successor, should I say. Predecessor's before, isn't it? Oh! But yes, very, very nice to see some new cars coming into iRacing. In particular, the most popular series as well. Because that has been one of my criticisms, to be honest, of iRacing, is that they haven't really supported the popular series that well in regards to updating cars and so forth. It's all well and good introducing new series, but the majority of the people race IMSA, Le Mans, VRS Sprint, and they've had the same cars to choose from for the last 2 years. But with the addition of the LMP2 and now the Lambo and this new Beamer, things are definitely looking rosy. And I have to tip my cap to iRacing. Credit where it is due. Unfortunately, though, as I said at the start, I'm not going to be able to race this car for a little while, or hopefully not too long, as I've lost my B licence. Absolutely shocking. Hang my head in shame, indeed. God, this baseline setup, the car just doesn't want to slow down. As I said, really feel the weight behind the car. But yeah, that's I'm going to finish this lap and that's it. There's not really too much else to say, guys. As always, I don't really judge a car until I've tried it out on a number of tracks with proper setups. So baselines aren't really reflective of how the car performs. They're targeted at kind of having an okay performance around every type of track, which we know is nigh on impossible to tailor a setup to every track. So the guys at iRacing do their best, but you can definitely feel, even with this low downforce setup, it's yeah, it's not ideal. Should be coming to kind of low end of the fuel as well. Didn't fill it up too much. So yeah, it's not really that responsive. You know what? I've actually got used to the seating position very quickly. Still would like some more room on the screen, on the windshield in front, but yeah, it'll do. I've got nice big wing mirrors to compensate for guys around me. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Just wanted to show you what it was like from a VR perspective. I know lots of you out there use it. Interested to see how it is, fidelity, graphics, performance, and yeah, I really like it. And especially in VR, to have a nice dashboard in front of it is pretty much readable for the most part, apart from the small bits at the bottom left. I can pretty much read everything that is displayed on that dashboard, which is nice to see. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully not too long I'll be out on track in this thing in a race scenario. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Feel free to join the Discord, it is in the link in the description below, and I'll see you for the next one.